disco lights flicker and shine in the heat of the night. Oh. I got the moves, I got the groove. Trade the dots and watch me improve. Yeah. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Spin that chart like a DJ wheel, up and down, it's a funky deal. Risk is a dance, it's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Fingers snapping, numbers tapping, groove keep flowing, never napping. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Cashing in, cashing out, shake it, scream and shout. Pockets fat, but I'm staying lean. I'm the king of the trading scene. Yeah. Dots on the screen like disco lights flicker and shine in the heat of the night. Oh. I got the moves, I got the groove. Trade the dots and watch me improve. Yeah. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Spin that chart like a DJ wheel, up and down, it's a funky deal. Risk is a dance, it's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Fingers snapping, numbers tapping, groove keep flowing, never napping. Trade the dots, hit the spots, fund the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Cashing in, cashing out, shake it, scream and shout. Pockets fat, but I'm staying lean. I'm the king of the trading scene.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good morning. I got great news for you guys. I actually have the dots rule set, made a nice little clean little PDF. Do you guys want it? Do you want it? I want to see some yeses in the room. I'll post it right now if you want it. Good morning, Peter. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Tony wants it. Ken wants it. Everybody wants it. All right. Who wants it? Who's new in the room? Death X. All right. And Damiare. That's what I want. Eddie, I haven't seen you in ages, man. How are you? XLB, good evening. Good morning. Kurt, Brad. Don't forget, today is coaching day. If you want to join me for coaching, here's the link right over here. This is the link for coaching. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to pin this. Let's see if I can pin this one. Yeah, I'm going to pin this one to chat. so that you guys can refer it all day long. All right, hang on a second. Let me see, make sure you guys are clear on the thing. I'll go through them in just a minute with you guys if you want. Hang on, let me pull them up actually. All right, we'll take a look at it in a minute. But I want to see. I'm just trying to see if we can squeeze out a couple of more trades before the 8:30 PPIs. So everybody's just rolling into the room. Usually, what we do on big event news days is we try to do this one and done funded trade where we take a position on the long side right before the event and a position on the short side right before the event. And the assumption is that if the event is really, really volatile, there's going to be so much movement, especially in Nasdaq, that one side of the trade is going to get funded, the other side of the trade is just going to get blown up. But I'm not doing any more funding accounts because I have like 15 funded accounts already, and I just don't need any more funded accounts. So I'm not going to do this with you. I'm happy, 5-10 minutes before the event to tell you how I would set it up, and you guys are welcome to do it. The link for coaching session is not coming out yet. It'll be coming out after today. It always comes out the day of the coaching session because it's a unique link every week, and I'll be sending it out to everybody. If you're a member of coaching, Yotko, you're going to get the link. And if you Yoko, do me a favor, send me an email to contact@bkforex.com or contact@bktraders.com. Sorry, contact@bktraders.com. Just send me an email just to remind me that you haven't gotten it, because I want to look at your record and just make sure that you're receiving the you're on the list. Okay. Anybody who's signed up for coaching should be on the list and should be getting all the stuff. Hey guys, okay, we got to trade. We got to trade. I'm going to get long. I'm going to get long gold. All right, I'm in gold. It kind of, well, that's fine. It's good enough. It went in. Target is fine at 59.6. I'm going to put my stop over here, and I'm going to buy 57.6 if I need to, as a repair trade. Let's see. Oh, it almost hit my target. Just barely missed me. All right, let's see what happens. So this is my bread and butter trade. Just bread and butter trade where positive trend. White dot, I'm looking for, this is a small $2 range, so I'm looking just for a dollar scalp on this. I'm in this trade. I'm targeting 59.6. If it comes back down to 57.6, I'm going to take a second position and then blend the whole price out at my entry price. Let's see if that might happen, actually. Let's see. All right, so now I'm going to go to my entry price on the exit and put my stop underneath here, and let's see if we can, survive our moves here. So now my exit is 58.7, right? Yeah, 58.8. Sorry, 58.8. And we're done, and that trade is done, and I'm P&L'd out yet again. So I don't know if, I told you guys I'm rotating all my accounts, right? So let me show you all my funded accounts from like one to the next. This one is very close to 27,000, which is payout range. These are all just started. So this is 5,400. This is 5,300. This is 5,950. This is the one that I was actually trading right now. And this is the one. No, this is not the one. This is 56. And this is the one I just started yesterday, right? So, I came in telling you guys, hey, I'm going to trade new account. Every new trade I'm going to do is going to be new account, just to kind of rotate trades through all the accounts. This way I really distribute my risk. But then, honestly, it got a little bit annoying. So because it's just, it sounds great in principle, but in practice, it's just very annoying. And you have to compromise. As my daughter, who is having her test on Buddhism, taught me this morning, that apparently the key to Buddhism is what's called the middle way. The middle way, you have to find a middle compromise. So my middle way today is I'm going to try to run each account to plus $100. So I'm literally $50 away. Hopefully I can get this to 51,000, and then I'll rotate to the next one. If I get a stop loss in this one, I'll just move on to the next one and come back to it a little bit later in the day. But that's the general idea. It's just, I think it's too annoying to flip through account. As good as a principle as that is, because you really distribute your risk tremendously. It's just every time you trade, have to switch accounts is just annoying. So I am going to try and just do 100 target and then move on to the next one, 100 target, move on to the next one. I'm going to talk a lot about this in coaching in terms of the ability to be able to like get almost all the accounts funded in a certain period of time with far less risk than copy trading. Okay, so we'll talk about that in much more detail in coaching, if you guys like that. And what else? And that's it. So did everybody get the rules to scalping? Yes, no? Do you want the link again? XLB, you only need 2 accounts. You need a long account and a short account, because the whole idea is you're taking a position on both sides of the market and hoping the market moves in one direction so much that it funds you. That's basically it. All right. The link is pinned to the top of the comments, but I'm just putting it in now. So this is my scalp rules for everybody who's coming in join me. We're gonna in about 5 minutes. I'll walk you through them. Hopefully, it's really simple and clean. I just annotated the charts with simple entry rules. Don't ask me for stops and targets, because those are, first of all, proprietary to coaching. So if you really want like all the juice, come join me in coaching. And secondly, they're really individual. The idea here is to show you the key entry setups. You can yourself manage a lot, the risk very different. I manage my risk one way. You guys can manage it very differently. It's really a function. There's a very cool bonus setup in that structure. And the bonus setup is actually, is just actually setting up over here. The bonus trade. So I showed you, long trend, short trend, long reversal, short reversal, the 4 setups. And the bonus setup, the bonus structure that's really cool is the first dot in the trend slice. That is where the low of the candle is not touching the moving average, right? So this is actually, if this becomes a green dot, this is a legitimate, what I call bonus setup. This is pure momentum setup. It's a really good structure. The only problem is I got 15 minutes before the open, so before the news. So I'm not going to do it with you, or I will walk you through how I would do it, but we're not going to take the trade because we're just going to freeze everything else. Does the layout dode for wealth charts? Sorry, what does that mean? All right, that bonus doesn't go away. All right, now is a good time. We got about 15 minutes before the PPI data, right? Let me walk you through. You guys want to learn the dot rules? Should I play the dot music while I talk about it? Let me see if this actually.
Cashing in, cashing out, shake it, scream and shout. Pockets fat, but I'm staying lean. I'm the king of the trading
scene. All right, it's actually probably annoying if I do this in the background. Okay, so first rule here, let's do this. View, don't show film strip. Everybody sees my chart nice and cleanly. The layout code for wealth charts. Here, I'm going to give it to you right now. Layout, export layout, copy. Wait. Okay, there's the layout. Just import that code. Okay. We'll talk about the straddle in a bit. Okay, here comes the rules. I have no idea, gamer. In this room, we don't predict. We trade for profit every minute of the day. I have no fucking idea nor does anybody else know where gold goes. I don't make predictions. I make trades. So if you're interested in learning how to make money every minute of every hour of every day, hang with me. If you want me to give you bullshit predictions, I'll tell you what, either gold will go to 5,000 or it won't, or it'll stay the same. That's my favorite prediction. I used to, a long time ago, God knows, really long time ago, back when Bear Stearns was in business, my buddy and I used to intern for this guy who was a big broker at Bear Stearns. And that was his favorite saying was, the market will either go up or down unless it stays the same. Whenever anybody asked him about the market, it was the greatest prediction about the market ever. So that's my answer. Okay, so rule number one, positive trend trade. Trend is positive, 8 above 200. We're going to buy the white dot on candle close. Candle close. It has to close. If it's not closed, it's not a trade. Stop is underneath this candle or the candle prior, meaning it can be, a very tight stop, or if you want to make it a little bit lower, it's the candle prior. That's your stop, and you're targeting, you're targeting 1 point. Boom, 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 boom. That's your positive trade, right? That's your positive trade. Everybody clear on this? Step one, give me a yes. We're going to go through every single slide by you guys telling me yes, no on each slide. I want to see that if everybody really understands the first slide. Yes? Are we good? This is, by the way, in your PDF, so obviously you can get it. Now, reverse. Trend is negative, 8 below 200. We're going to sell the purple dot on candle close. Candle close. Stop is going to be at candle high or prior candle high. So you could make the stop at this high or at prior candle high. Okay? That's it. Targeting 1. Boom, 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 boom. Very clean, very clear. You can see all those entries on the chart. Everybody clear on the shorts? Yes. All right. Step number 3. Reversal long. Reversal long requires a 2-candle setup. First, you need the white dot as your primary signal, and then you need the green dot as your confirmatory signal. Okay. You buy the green dot following the white dot. That's it. The stop should be underneath the white dot. This is so it can be sometimes it can be a really large stop. So when you're doing the reversal, in this particular case, it's a super large stop. You may not even want to take this trade because that's a lot of risk, right? Whereas over here, it's a reasonable amount of risk because the white dot is over here. Here, it's a reasonable amount of risk. White dot is here. So that is what you do. That is what you do. Same idea, targeting 1, but it's white dot, green dot, white dot, green dot, white dot, green dot, white dot, green dot. And you see as the trend begins to reverse and start showing V's, literally every one of these things works super well, right? But you need like even in this particular case, as you can see in this example, why you need the white dot as your stop is because sometimes it'll test you. It will slip against you over here. And if you had the white dot, you would have survived the stop and the trade would have worked. There's no labels setting, Dave. I've taken all labels off. This is raw, unfiltered, pure dots. Okay, this is all I'm showing you. We don't have the pause labels or the Christmas tree labels. This is literally the rawest, purest thing. Watch the charts. Do you see any labels on the chart, Dave? Do you see any labels? Okay, I'm showing you a very, very specific scalp set. Labels off, counter trend only. They just set to off. Don't worry about this. This is just a feedback on the table. The labels are set to off. Okay. There are two flags. One is to show labels. The other one is to show trend, counter trend, buy, sell only. Those are just flags. Okay. Give me a yes if you understand the reversal buy. Everybody vibing me on the reversal buy? Yes, no? Okay. Next, reversal sell. Reversal sell is obviously the opposite. We have 8 above 200. What we're looking for is a combo of purple, red. We don't move until red completes, and then we're short on red. So purple first, red, short. Purple first, red, short. Purple first, red, short. The stop is obviously at purple, right, at the high of the purple. In this particular case, you can see that holding the stop at the high of purple, it would have been a lot of chop, but it eventually really came down your way. Purple, red, stop at purple, boom, right? Same idea, reversal, reversal, reversal. So now you have the flexibility to trade trend long, trend short, reversal short, reversal long. Let's imagine you're in an uptrend. You can trade both the trend longs and the reversal longs all in continuous flow as you get the signals. This essentially creates the possibility of doing a trade literally every 10 minutes on the instrument. So it becomes a lot of frequency. So everybody understands reversal short. Give me a yes, right? Now, you guys want to see the bonus trade? This is a really good trade. I'm going to talk about this in coaching. There are a lot of people asking me, how do you pass evals quickly? And this is going to be the secret weapon that I'm going to talk to you about in coaching. Okay? This is the bonus trade. Now, I only have the long version, but the short version is the exact same thing. What you're looking for. Oh, look. We get the siren just as I speak about the bonuses. We got the perfect timing. What the hell is that? That's a fire truck. Oh, that's a fire truck. That's a big ass fire truck. You guys hear it? That was definitely a fire truck. Okay. The bonus trade is pure rocket momentum. It's a trade that almost everybody does the wrong way. They always want to go on the short side. They always want to go against the momentum when the momentum is literally the best trade there is. This is when, and in this case, it's either can be buy or sell. It can either be green or red. I'm just giving you the green version. I didn't bother doing the red version because I ran out of time yesterday. But the same idea. What you're looking for is the beginning of a trend slice. The slope turns from one color to the next. So in this particular case, the slope is turning to the green slice, right? The first candle where the low is above the moving average. It pulls away, does not touch the moving average. It levitates. It's got so much rocket fuel momentum that it's actually levitates about the moving average. That first candle, that is the rocket fuel candle. That is the pure momentum candle. You have enormous high confidence that things are going to go higher or lower from there. So you could just jump in and boom. It's certainly good for 1. A lot of times it's good for 10. In this case, it's probably good for 20 because it started over here. But, that's unique. The point being is it's that first rocket jump candle that is such a good trade. I will do a few of those with you today for shits and giggles, but also for fun, but also because, they're really good trades. And they're the kind of trades that almost everybody doesn't do because they think, oh, it's running away. It's running away. I don't want to chase it. It is the perfect chase trade. All right, we're almost to the where am I? Trading economics. Let's see if PPI is actually going to be on the board here today. How come he's not? He's not showing PPI. I know. Philly Fed. He's not showing PPI. Huh. I wonder why. Maybe his automation is not showing. Let's see what. Okay, so we will just wait for October. So guys, as I said, I'm not doing the straddle, but if I was doing the straddle at a $50,000 account, this is what I'm going to text this for you. On a $50,000 account, I'm going to buy and one buy, one sell 30 seconds before event at market. No stop. This is NQ. 4 minis at 100. What is that? Hold on a second. What is that? We need 3,000 divided by 20. 154. Yeah. 100. What is that? 150 points times 4. It's 100 and let's make it 156 ticks. Okay. Just to be certain. So this is on NQ. On gold, if you want to trade gold, again, so no stop, and the ticks would be 3,000. What is it, right? $7.50. 75 ticks. It's 75 ticks. Is that right? 75, $7.50 times 100. Each dollar is 100. So 750 times 4. Wait, 750 times 4. So it'd be, you want to do it at 76 ticks. Okay, I think that's correct. So have fun. Wally says 152. Yeah, I'm being a little bit more conservative on NQ. You could probably do 152 just to overcome commission, and GC would be 76. So those are sort of my suggested retail prices. We got how much time? 1 minute to go. Let's see this thing. I don't know if this is going to be a very volatile event. You guys can give it a shot. You can give it a try. I'm not trading this one with you today. I'm just kind of chilling. You guys want to watch NAS and see if NAS is let's do NAS and let's see if NAS is going to do anything. Just calendar. So 156 ticks. 156 divided by 4. You're looking for like 30 points of movement. Oh, yeah, you guys got it. I mean, if you guys took that shot, that was a yeah. Dr. D says just funded before news on ES. But if you guys got the Nasdaq, that definitely worked because it was certainly a lot more than 30, right? We took the trade around 45, and it went to 81, right? So it totally swept the ladder. What's the numbers here? What are the numbers? What's the data? Wait, what's the forecast here? Nobody's got anything. Okay, so let's just go to TweetDeck. Let me see what the news says. The data didn't come out. Philly Fed negative last. I guess PPI just didn't come out. All right, I don't know what happened here. It seems like a really bullshit day today on all of this. Yeah, it was all Philly Fed. There was literally no PPI, guys. Anyways, it actually worked if you guys traded this whatever bullshit event we had here, which is fine. Let's go back to business. Let's go trade gold and have fun on that. All right, so we have gold. White dot my setup here. I'm going to join bid, see if I could get into the trade here. All right, I'm in the trade again. This gives you really big view of the trade. And we're done. And if you guys took that trade with me, it was a nice quick scalp right then and there. All right, let me get rid of all this. Yeah, no government employees to calculate the PPI. Yeah, do you guys know that the IRS is closed? By the way, it was a deadline for extensions for IRS filing. So IRS is closed, but my account was like, it doesn't matter the fact the IRS is closed. If you don't file right now, they're going to sue your ass. I'm like, this is what I love about the government. Tails, you lose. Heads, they win. So I had to like scramble last minute to get everything done. All right, guys. So let's review on the rules. Is everybody really clear on the rules now? All the rules plus the bonus rule. The bonus rule is really cool rule. As a matter of fact, we might have the bonus rule. We actually have to do the bonus rule setting up. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Let's go. Let's go see if I can get into it. Let's see if I can get into it. All right. Look at that. I'm in the bonus and boom, boom, boom. You see how fast that was? This is the rocket fuel trade, the little bonus trade. One of the best things I love about momentum trading with dots. This is like one of those things. Why is this? What the hell is this? Oh, it's just disappeared. Did you guys see that? It makes a big difference when I enlarge my screen. Do you mean that you guys, is this good? Is everybody seeing my screen well? Okay. Yeah. I'm starting today with Trade Evade. We'll switch over to wealth charts in a little bit, but because I really with trading you can really see this super clear. So okay, just one sec, guys. Okay. let me show this to you on the execution marks, so you guys can actually see the execution marks. You can tell I was doing a lot of trading today, huh? This account is really rocking. But looking at the execution, there's so much stuff here that you can't even see it. So first of all, let's kind of understand what I'm doing here. This is the white dot long over here, but this is the rocket fuel trade. The low over here, it's actually right over here. The low over here does not touch the moving average. I'm long here, boom, boom, explosion. Same thing to the downside. See this red dot, first red dot, the high does not touch the moving average. You can short this, boom. That first momentum move. Now, if you're a swing trader or position trader, you could use that as a launching pad for possibly a 10-point trade. That's not what I do. But if you want the ultra high confidence scalp trade, it totally kills. Totally kills. So you have like 4 setups plus a bonus setup to do this all day, every day on the charts. Okay? Which is really cool. Who's vibing it? Are we vibing it? I think this deserves a little...
Make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot.
little musical break.
Trade the dots. Yeah, trade the dots. Spin that chart like a DJ wheel. Up and down, it's a funky deal. Risk is a dance, it's a balancing act, but I'm moonwalking on this market track. Yeah. Snapping, numbers tapping, keep flowing, never napping.
You see how the trend starts to really build up? So if you're in here, you could milk this for a lot.
Fun the prop, make it pop. Money, money, money. Oh, it's hot. Trade the dots, yeah, trade the dots. Cashing in, cashing out, shake it, scream and shout. Pockets fat, but I'm staying lean. I'm the king of the trading scene.
Come on, tell me this is not amazingly good music that I just totally AI'd for you guys. That is such a cool tune. It seems I'm done with NQ. I'm not done with you mean like I'm not trading NQ? No, I am going to trade NQ. I'm going to trade NQ on wealth charts for you guys. And we're going to try and trade some of these similar ideas on wealth charts. But so we'll trade gold on TradingView, Tradeovate, and NQ and wealth charts. But it's kind of easier to see, and we'll rotate the accounts. Here's my accounts, by the way. The cool thing about wealth charts is they can really show you all the accounts at once. Like I can't do this on Tradeovate. You can see the whole idea of multiple accounts, how clean it is to try to trade across them. You're obviously trying to keep every single account as green as possible, and it really distributes your risk. Now, the flip side of it is you can say, oh, you could have been up like $1,000 in one account if you did this, and that's one of those super easy woulda, coulda, shoulda bullshit arguments, because you would have never been up 1,000. You would have burnt that account because you would have had one bad trade there. You would have tried to recover that trade and kill the account. By distributing my risk across all these accounts, you see how it grows slow, but it grows steady, which is the most important part. So I really love showing you that in wealth charts like that. Big liquidity sweep on gold. Maybe you're right. Yeah, look at this. Oh, all the way to the downside. All right. So we don't have a trade. This is really interesting. So this is a purple dot. If we get a red dot, we get a move. We obviously have had a lot of resist at this 60 level. So let's go back. We're going to wait patiently. Make sure that this is actually a red dot that forms. It's a very, very big. I think I might have to actually. I'm going to come. lower the size here, increase my my stop and structure, because this is a really wide sweep. This is a 66. Holy shit! This is a $20 move. Fuck, that is a big move. And again, I'm not touching this trade unless the candle closes with a red dot. Dave, please don't ever use the word liquidity sweep in my room. I fucking hate ICT, which is just Gen Z's retarded version of double tops and double bottoms. It's like, they discovered water and they think they're fucking genius. So no, I'm just kidding. I despise ICT with all my, because it's literally stands for I can't trade. I generally hate Gen Z, period. With the exception of my own children. But that should be the poll of the day. Who hates Gen Z? Should be 100%. 100% vote. No trade, by the way. No trade. No red dot. See, you triggered me. No hate. Ben is saying no hate. Are you part of Gen Z, Ben? Are you the exception that I like? I literally like about 25% of the Gen Z. The rest of them, are beyond retarded. Tom, okay. If you're in my room, that means you're smart. Okay, that means I like you. That means you're intelligent enough to not be part of your entitled, stupid, beyond stupid generation. What's the best way to know my streaming schedule being new here? LNL, the best way is always to subscribe to the channel, okay? The second best way, let me, why am I having hang a second, guys. I don't know why this is. I'm trying to put it in here. Okay, number one, join our group for free. Okay. Why is this error? Try again. Okay, hang on a second. Something is wrong. Okay, hang on, guys. Let me try. I'm going to try and comment from here. Okay, cool. For some reason, I can't comment directly from YouTube. Okay, so join our free group. That will always email you my next trading, my next live with a unique link. Another way of doing it is to literally subscribe to the channel and go to our streams channel, and you'll see exactly when they post. Okay. Good morning, Christopher. How are you, my friend? I want to multiple thank you to you for making me trade on the bid and the ask. I think I probably made about 100 more ticks than I should have because of this thing. Christopher deserves a lot of applause because he's the one that sort of forced me to. If you guys can see this, there's a join bid, join ask button here, and there's obviously the same one in TradingView. And I now never ever enter market. I either buy on the bid, or if I'm selling on the ask. I let the market come to me. And even if that means occasionally I miss a trade, it's so much better in terms of execution. It's very often it can be as much as a point difference, which is a huge difference when you're scalping for 5-10 points in terms of being able to get the trade done and blend it out. So full props to him. By the way, look at this pop. Look at this. I told you about the rocket fuel trade. Look at this. This is the first trade that we could have taken here. Look how fast it went on the Nasdaq. I just I didn't take it because we were in the gold trade. Where's gold? Gold's still not showing me a red one, so no trade so far. But I am watching gold here, seeing if Gold is clearly, I feel like gold is capping at the 260 pretty seriously so far. So let's see if they want to try to maybe liquidate it a little bit longer. 21 seconds left. If I'm waiting patiently to see if the red forms. No formation. All right, guys. Also on the side panel, as you can see, we're going to be in Boca next Tuesday. As a matter of fact, we're going to trade Monday and then just hop straight on a plane. So no trading on us for us on Tuesday. We're going to trade live in Boca just for the people who are at the Boca webinar, and then also Wednesday. I'm going to be having the greatest pancakes in the world, my favorite place in Boca. So if you want to come join us, come join us. I'd love to see you there. Daytradesummit.com. Okay, I'm getting I was holding bid, getting a white dot here. Let's see if it's legit. No white dot. $45 seconds left. Let's see if the bulls can stabilize and re-rally. Oh, really compressed on our vol here, right? No trade. Okay, we wait patiently. Let's see if they can try to lift it back up towards the 260s. For now, it's sort of very, very quiet. Let's see how Nasdaq is trading. Nasdaq's got a purple dot. Again, possible reversal here in Nasdaq after a nice clean rally for 40 points. Anybody got funded? I know that Dr. D got funded. Anybody else got funded? No, you can't attend the summit online. What days we're going to have trading next week? It's going to be spotty. I'll be honest with you. We're not going to have trade. We're not going to have trading Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll have it on Thursday, Friday. All right, white dot in Nasdaq. Right, watching positive trend, buck 12 on the clock. So if this white dot holds, we're going to go long Nasdaq. Police. Holy shit. I got to tell you this. I'm walking the dogs last night. Nice quiet walk around Museum of Natural History, Central Park, Columbus Avenue to Central Park West. I'm swinging around and I come back down to Columbus Avenue, and all of a sudden a mob, and I mean by a mob, I mean hundreds of guys and girls on rollerblades, middle of Columbus Avenue. That is like literally in the middle of traffic, just swarming, and a few people on the bikes and just blasting music and like sirens, their own little sirens blasting. It's just fucking swarming. The cops, the cars freak out because imagine you're driving a car and all of a sudden you're surrounded by 100 people on rollerblades all around you. So, you could potentially hurt somebody. And these fuckers went all the way down Columbus Avenue. And I'm like, not a single cop car in place, to stop them. So welcome to the future of New York. What was that? What the fuck was the name? The Gangs of New York? Was that the 1970s movie that was literally the what's that? The cult movie. Is it called The Gangs of New York? Really, really big cult movie. I have a feeling we're going to be returning to those times very soon. No. The Gangs of New York is not. No. This is not Daniel Day-Lewis movie in the 1860s. This was shit. He says, Cheryl says they do this in Paris with police escorts and rolling street closures. Yeah, that was not the Warriors. Warriors, that's it. Michelin Warriors, that's it. The movie Warriors. No, this was not with police escort. It was just dangerous as shit. I would have arrested every one of those fuckers. If I'm king for a day, here's what I do to every one of those assholes. I arrest them, and then I make them do community. I don't put them in jail. I don't fine them. I make them do community service for 6 months. That means 6 months of their life they sacrifice every weekend to pick up garbage or clean the park. And if they don't show up, then I put them into jail for 3 months and do the same thing, but now in jail time. I'm really big believer in making prisoners work. Good old fashioned, not like, hard work, but work that needs to be done. Clean the streets, clean the garbage stalls, do all the shit that nobody wants to do. That should be your penance to society. I'm turning into Genghis Khan, guys, as the older I get. But I am really sick and tired of this shit. Warriors come out and play, right? Warriors. Everybody remembers that. Kurt Russell, that's right. Great movie. Oh, is it Escape from New York? No, Escape from New York. That's right. Kurt Russell, Escape from New York. Yeah. That was classic. Anyways, all those freaking movies are going to become reality pretty soon with our coming communist mayor. I'm watching for a white dot here, guys. It's not even showing up. Good job, Cap. Yeah, not quite like Cool Hand Nuke, Gloria. Cool Hand Nuke was really kind of brutal, right? I mean, picking up shit off the street is hardly, being a chain gang in the, what was it, like the plantation fields of Cool Hand Luke. I'm not that, reactionary. But I absolutely believe that, all these low-level criminals, it's good for them. For the first time in their life, they're actually doing some meaningful work, instead of stealing and robbing. And many of the best rehabilitation, I believe the best rehabilitation is to make people work, right? What's going to drop to the hell, Mohammad? Nasdaq or gold? Nothing is going to drop so far. We're just basically floating, doing nothing. We're just floating around doing nothing. Gold is very, very quiet. Not much of a signal. I'm gonna just watch Nasdaq for a little bit, see if we got any white dots. Okay. Do we have a white dot? No, nothing. Okay. So we're sort of in stall land before market opens. See if we can get any more. Let's see if we get anything out of gold. It's really interesting. Look at this just massive dump and then just a dead consolidation, just a dead range. This, by the way, is the absolute kryptonite to our trade. Like, if you want to know where our strategy gets hurt, only in this scenario, where you literally have half a point move on one side or the other side of the line. When you're like in lobotomy land, basically, or your EKG is flat, where you're just, that's it. This is what we need to be very mindful of. And this is a market. This is the kind of price action where you want to do absolutely nothing. Once you pass the 50K eval, you then sign an agreement with them that you want to trade the permanent account, and you pay a one-time activation fee, which is good for like 10 years, and that's it. That's your only cost, and then you can trade the account. I am watching really, really quiet. Feels like this 250 level now becomes pretty serious. 250 is now the 200 SMA, a lot of support. Let's get a little bit, let's zone in on this a little bit more so you guys can see this. So, here's what's interesting. You see, I'm gonna trade this with you guys on the rocket fuel trade. This is the moving average, right? You see the moving average. You see the high of this thing. It's not touching the moving average. If it stays a red dot, and again, it's a big if. It's got to stay a red dot. That's going to be a short for us. But I really would like it to stay a red dot, to the lows here. Got a $1.09 on this thing. I don't know where the gold is going to be, my friend. Don't ask me. It could be 5,000. It could be 3,000. Neither does anybody else. It really doesn't matter what you think it's going to be, 3 years from now. When we're trading the next 2 minutes, and we want to be accurate there. I think we spend enormous amount of time wasting trying to predict the future, which is unpredictable, instead of trying to control the present. Ooh. Is that another great Boris quote? Should we put that on the t-shirt also? All right, I am going to get short this thing, guys. Join ask. All right, I'm in the trade. 3 minutes left. The stop is going to be right above this move here. Where am I in? 48.8. I'm going to join ask here. All right, I blended in a little bit. Let's see if I can come back in here. And let's see if my rocket fuel trade works or if I'm going to get totally ripped on this thing. I'm actually going to come back up here. This gives you a cleaner view. And another trade banked. You guys saw that? And look how quickly we reverse right back around. So you really don't have a lot. You didn't have a lot of maneuver room here. But because occasionally this is a fake out signal, but very, very often I'm talking about. Oh, what else is kind of a little bit bogus about this? That's an ambulance. What was a little bit difficult about this is look at this. The actual start of this move was over here. So this is like fully 20 minutes into the trend slice. This really works best at the beginning of the trend. See, this is the beginning of the trend slice. Boom, boom, boom. So we kind of got a little bit lucky, working this trade, but it was luck with a little bit of skill, right? Average in, take the trade really, really quickly and put it back. Now we have, big recovery back through the 50s as again, they test 50s, test 50s, test 50s. This is a legit long for us as long as it holds buck 22 on the clock. So we're going to go the other way. Assuming this, this candle holds. We can't make any assumptions on anything. Tyler, ICT is full of shit. It's just double tops and double bottoms. There's no such thing as fair value gap. It's just a breakout candle. Okay? Just because you renamed the sky water doesn't make it water. It's still sky. It's just enormous amount of bullshit. But I'm glad you like it. I'm glad it works for you. Ken, I'm not, I'll talk about my sizing and everything else in coaching because I don't really want to get into details in live since it's completely useless anyways. And, the discussion is, all right, we're long. Remember I told you, I said the white was a legit trade. So we're going to get in at 58. We're going to put ourselves down at 57 over here on a retrace bid if we need to. And move my sell stops over here if I need to. And then we'll see if we can make the move here. All right, we're in this. So now I'm going to get myself down to over here. Let's see if we can get this resolved on a reversal move here. God damn it. Okay. This may be the first white dot that's just going to fail on us because we just didn't get it. The candle itself was so huge. What was that? This. Oh my God! This was actually a $10 candle. It's a huge candle. I probably shouldn't have taken this because it was so much fuel on the candle. But it is what it is. If it doesn't work, we'll move on. Repair this a little bit later. It was it's a good trade with just enormous amount of risk embedded in it. So I could have passed up on it, but I want to take every possible signal that I can so you guys can actually see the process in place. We'll see if it plays out. And I got rescued. A year of little faith. Okay. All right. So remember I said I wanted to get this up to 51,000? Look at this right there. Now we move on to the next account. Now we work at 26 account, and that's how we do it. Just over and over and over again, right? Yeah, baby, just hanging in there until we get it done. But this was a big risk. I should have done this at half size. I'll be honest with you guys. I do a lot of mistakes in live. I do more mistakes in live than I do in my own, because obviously I'm talking, I'm not paying attention, I'm not fully focused on the stuff. Like to have done this trade properly, I should have done half size, not full size. I would have maybe said to myself, you know what, this is too big a trade. I would have maybe first entry should not have been at the candle, but at like a third of the candle. Should have been over here. Like there are variations to the theme of how you want to trade this depending on how much risk there is in the candle. This was a $10 candle. So it's really, really large amount of risk. Remember, you're risking the size of the candle. If the candle is $3 or $4, that's a reasonable amount of risk. If the candle is $10 and you're wrong, that's a big risk to swallow. So you got to just be, much more mindful of this than I was right now, as far as that goes. All right, let's look at Nasdaq. Let's see what Nasdaq is doing. Oh, we missed because we were in the gold trade. Nasdaq had a reversal trade for us right over here. That would have been a nice reversal trade. So now, now we can. What time is it? 9:10. Now we actually probably going to go into moratorium for about 15 minutes until the market opens, and maybe once the market opens, we'll just focus our attention on Nasdaq. You see, it's very, very hard, in my opinion, to trade two things at once. I'm happy to do this, but you see, the key to doing really well as a scalper is to focus on one instrument, one trade, and do it over and over and over again. What did Bruce Lee say? I don't fear a man who has 10,000 punches. I fear a man who practices the same punch 10,000 times. That's really what we need to do. So, Jordan? I'm going to try and just do a small trade here on Nasdaq. Am I in? Yeah, I guess I'm in. I'm in the trade. I'm at 75, looking for 85 on this particular trade. So this is a white dot trade. The sell stop goes underneath the white dot. And let's see if Nasdaq can run me. I'm at 75, and the next trade I'm going to be buying is probably 71. Why do I go long? I go long because if you looked at, we're going to go over my rules again, personal clutch, but it's positive trend, white dot. Okay. The overall trend is positive. We're making near term fresh highs. So I'm going to assume that the magnet of the positive trend is going to lift us to victory. Even though the near term slope is negative, I'm going to assume that the buyers is still buying support here and lift us higher. Where's my oh, it's my phone. Am I in? Do I have this? Yeah, I have a blended price now. So I'm going to go sell limit to underneath here. See if we can blend ourselves out. Put our sell stop over here. And let's see if we can repair this trade. It's a pretty weak trade. I'll be honest with you. Yes, you're buying the white dot on a pretty steep red slope. You're really sort of hoping that that the buyers come in and try to recover it a little bit, but you don't really have the wind at your back. You have it in your face on this trade. So we're just trying to use all of our tricks of the trade to see if we can repair it, and we do. The trade does get repaired, and we walk away with profit. But it makes you work for it. But that's why that's why you do the work, because that's where you put the technique in here. Let's take a look at gold for a sec. Ooh, gold recovers that 50 level now. Okay, guys, here comes my, should we do the rocket fuel trade? I'm going to be right back. I got to get some water because I feel my throat just really, really closing up. I'll be right back off this chart. We got about minute 42. We're going to stay on gold. If this thing goes green dot, rocket fuel, we're going to go long this thing in a minute. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Still no trade here. What we're looking for is a green dot that where the low just completely pulls away from the moving average, setting us up for a possible breakout trade. Yes, that's very, very true. Very, very true. All right, if we don't get any signals here, I'm going to review the rules with you guys now because we have a whole bunch more people in the room. And if you guys want to download my rules, here is the link. I just put the link in. Oh no, I guess it's not. For some reason, it's not working. Oh, that's weird. Very weird. Something with YouTube. Okay, here's the link for my scalping. Give it just one more minute because it looks like we might pull away here. Let me see. All right, I'm going to be in the 26 account now. We're going to work this account, see if we can move that over to 57, at least 700, but maybe 800. We'll see. So the rule of thumb we're looking for is the first candle in a trend, in a micro trend, where you get a green dot and the bottom doesn't touch the moving average. Correct, SJ. Correct. Like right now, this would be the entry trade if the green dot stays. But you can see that 60, 65 level really, really requires fresh buying here, right? 21 seconds left. We're gonna wait till the candle closes before we commit to any trades. Yeah, no go. All right, let's look at my simple dot rules so you guys can see this. I'll go through this with you guys cleanly. There are 4 setups plus the bonus. The one we were looking at was the bonus setup. The first is trend positive, 8 over 200, white dot, go. That's it. All you need to do is just go long white dot, right? Boom, boom. Obviously, if the white dot is massive, you have to appreciate the risk, because the trade is long the white dot, stop is under the white dot or the candle prior. So that's your risk, okay? I'm not going to discuss stops and targets, guys, because again, that's a coaching thing. I'm happy to talk about this in coaching. I'm just because it doesn't really matter. It's all individual to how you want to trade the structure. I'm showing you setups, and you guys can see what I'm doing, and you can modify it yourself. Because I'm not, I decided I'm just, there's no reason to give you a rule set if you guys don't want to be in coaching. Negative trend. Purple dot. Negative trend. 8 below 200. Purple dot. Sell, sell, sell. Stop can be purple or higher up. Either way, you can see all the entries over here. Okay? All the entries. Now, reversal. Reversal is more nuanced. Your negative trend, 8 below 200. What you're looking for is a confirmation. You're looking for a white dot, green dot confirmation. Only when you get the second green dot confirmation do you go long, and the stop is at the white dot. So you will, in this particular case, you can see it's a massive, massive, massive risk. So trade accordingly. Here, it's a much more reasonable risk. You're long at this green dot, boom, the stop is over here. You're long at this green dot, stop is over here. You're long at this green dot, boom, stop is underneath here. You're long at this green dot, stop is over here. You're long at this green dot, stop is over here, boom, boom, boom. So, much more consistent when you have the confirmation of the green dot, but you got to account for the wider risk. And reversal to the long side. It's a purple-red dot combo, purple-red dot combo, purple-red dot combo, purple-red dot combo. Okay, this is all in my PDF that I gave you to look at. And finally, the bonus trade, the rocket fuel trade, the first candle with a green dot that peels away from the moving average. And obviously, the short side is the reverse of this. So like right now, we were looking for that candle, and we're just not getting it. It's actually a very, very unusual slow creeper where it's going up, but it's not holding the highs, which is kind of unusual for a move. Maybe this is going to be the trade that does it for us. In the meantime, Nasdaq is just not doing much of anything. Nasdaq may be a reversal trade. And Nasdaq is actually, it's not a trade because we have 10 minutes to the open. But if there was no open, there's a purple dot, red dot, we would be able to trade it to the short side. "27 seconds left." Is the first green dot that peels away from the moving average. Let's see if it holds and preserves the trade, and then we're going to go there. The PDF rules, Ali, is pinned to the top of the comments. All right, let's get long. All right, I'm in the trade. My stop should be basically one candle below the green dot if it's going to work. I am in at 63.9, 62.8 as my secondary bid here. Move my stop over here. You can see all of this on the things. And let's see if we can pull away a little bit. It actually should be 63. Yeah, that's fine. where I want to wait. Okay. $64.8 is my target, and I'm going to get a blended price over here. Let's see if we can get that blended out. If it doesn't work, let me get this a little bit bigger. All right, so I'm in at the second trade. Sell stop is here, and this is the limit. So we'll see. You know, maybe the rocket fuel trade is going to fail, but we're underneath here as our legitimate stop. Entry is over here. Target is going to be over here. $63.4, $64.3, $64.4. There we go. See if we can recover this, and we're done. And the trade got recovered, and we're done. It actually could probably go more, but again, the key thing is it did not violate the lows, and you know it tested us to the downside, and now it starts to expand. Now, if you're a position trader, this is your first. You know, you could do an entry candle here, and if you know you could hold it for 6 points. I don't have zero patience or ability to do this, but this is one of the greatest entries in trend markets ever. It just works so frigging well all the time. Will we have another day trade summit? I hope so, Cap. I'm hoping that we can do this like you know, in Dallas, and we can do this in Chicago. We can do it in LA. So yeah. Is my indicator exclusively used for futures? Does it work with stocks as well? It works with anything, but we use it for futures. I don't trade stocks, so I have no idea, but I'm sure you could use it for stocks. You know, you just be trading for like pennies instead of ticks, but you'd be trading, you know, you could easily, could you be trading for $1 in Tesla? Absolutely. Price action is universal, right? The key thing is to identify the patterns. Have a summit in New York? Yeah, I guess so. That's too easy. But I am very excited. You guys, you know, if you guys are considering Boca, please consider it. It's really a lot of fun. You see, by the way, you see the rocket fuel trade, guys? You see this? You see how like having dots and trading around with it more and more, you discover really valuable patterns out of the structure. You see how good this pattern is? Literally every trade I took on the rocket fuel trade, it worked really well. I wonder if I can do it. Is there put an emoji? I wonder if you could put, I think you just put a text. I wonder if this works. Let me see. What is this? Oh, here it is. Yeah, this is it. There we go. So this is the trade. See this one right there? That's the one we entered right over here. As a matter of fact, you could see it on the, I could show you on execution marks. Right? In, boom. And you see how like if you're a position trader, you can make that work so much. Anyways, you like the indicator? You guys want the indicator? Here's how you get it. I'm putting in a link right now. You guys want this indicator? It's yours to have with my coaching. So, and it's obviously same indicator on wealth charts as it is on gold. We are in moratorium on Nasdaq right now because it's before market open. But once market opens, we'll try to look for trades in Nasdaq as well. Coaching is every Thursday night, which is tonight, 7 p.m. It's recorded. So if you're a member of coaching, you have access to every single session we've ever had in our life. And the link gets sent out a little bit right after this show and then right before coaching. So you get the email twice a day. Brian, where are you from? It's a very German name. Are you from the Midwest? Iowa. See, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See, sometimes your prejudice is correct. You know, sometimes all of my assumptions are correct. Nice. I've never been to Iowa. You know where I've been to that I absolutely loved as a East Coast boy. I was just shocked at how nice it was. Was Wisconsin. I was like, holy shit! I can really see that the Germans settled the state. It looked like Switzerland. I've never seen a cleaner state in my life. Milwaukee was really, really cool. Oh, nice. Really? Hey, the link, are you sure the link wait, I tested that link. Guys, yes, Wisconsin is famous for its cheese. Guys, please tell me, are you guys getting somebody confirm to me that you're getting the download? It should convert you. That thing should. Hold on a second. It can't be. Hold on a second. I tested this thing. Tell me this is right. Okay. So what it does, you do the email, right? Let's say it would do my email. And you go instant download right over here. Tony, fuck you, Tony. Okay. Fuck you. Okay, everybody got it. So I don't know what happened to the Kathy download. Yeah, you got it. It's correct. Tony is being his Jersey self. He's being a smart aleck. That was very good. Props to you. If you guys don't know, Tony and I have a long running joke about how I change my rules every 5 seconds. So that's what this refers to. Okay, no, I'm glad you guys got it. Anyways, I mean, come on, how cool is the rocket fuel trade? Look at this trade. Imagine, if we're in this. Yeah, that's great. If you have the patience to trail up, you're doing great. I don't have the patience to do this. All right, awesome. So I'm glad everybody got it. Okay, we're almost at the open. Let's look at NAS. So NAS coming back down 25,000, kind of having a relatively quiet day. By the way, you could look at the runaway, the rocket fuel trade here. You see this red dot over here, not touching the moving average. You got short over here against this stop over here. A little bit of retrace, but it really does come down. We'll play this as well. I think I'm going to rotate my accounts in Wealth Trust. I'm going to go to the 14 account here and see what it can do on the 14 account. The link hasn't been sent out yet, SJ. I always sent the link out like midday on Thursday because it's proprietary link. I just sent it out just the day before. I mean, just like a few hours before. You'll get it. Big reversal, guys. Big ass reversal on Nasdaq here. White dot, 30-point candle. Let's see if it holds or if it's just simply, doing the pump and dump. Hey, Ken, are you telling me you don't have, you should have access to all charts. They told me that you have, six. Oh my God, what a pump. What a pump. All right, we're going to join bid. We missed the trade. Let's see if I'm in the trade now. Big vol move. Let's see if we can get the, this is a super, and we got it done. It's a huge amount of momentum here on this trade. I did it knowing that it could be very, very volatile. Like when you should never trade this trade. A 45-point trade or 45-point triangle candle is just way too much risk. But I did it small size, boom. We clipped the quick win here. Good for us. But this just, screams for a massive reversal. This is not the kind of a white dot you should be doing. No, so I'm saying, Ken, you should have the dots indicator in wealth charts. The way you would know this is you would go to say add indicators, go to marketplace, Boris Schlossberg, click on this, and you should have BFF dots only because they told me they enabled you. So please double check. And if you still don't have it, then email me again, say I don't have it, and then I'll try to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, it's it was a massive candle. I mean, you may still get rescued if if you have a repair trade inside there, but it's just a lot of risk. And obviously, if you're going to do any kind of a trade like this, like when you get this kind of a candle, honestly, guys, you almost can't do a single repair. If you come in, I got lucky on the retrace, and then it TPM me out. But if let's say I bought here, I'd have to buy here 1, I have to buy here 2, and then hope that I can recover to like midpoint, because this is a 45 to it's 55-point candle. It's 3 times the size of a normal trade. So if you came in here, you now have a blended price somewhere around here. You might be able to escape with like a 95 exit, but that's probably would be the only way to trade something this large, and you would do it on super small size, like 1 micros. I'm holding that level just to show you, if you would indeed repair the trade profitably. So if we cross 95, then following the strategy that I kind of showed you, you would have been able to repair it. Yeah, I agree that it would have been, if we didn't use bid, it would have been a loser. I mean, this is why I joined bid, is just so good. All right, Nasdaq is just floating around. Let's see what gold is doing with itself. Not much, just holding. Actually, gold, we have like a legitimate reversal trade here. I just didn't, I haven't taken it because it's already done. The way I would have traded is I would have been short here, second entry here, take everything back over here. One of the things that's really important to remember, which I used to be a huge breaker of this rule, is when you're coming to a chart formation and it's already played out your scenario, and you're like, oh, there's maybe more juice, maybe it's gonna go more. Don't ever make that assumption. If it already played out your scenario the way you would have traded and you would have already made money, there's nothing to do here. Just wait for the next setup. Don't try to force it, because you're late. You're trying to play the movie through, even though you're late to it. So please don't do that. We actually might get a white dot over here on the on gold. So gold, held 60s, trying to challenge the 64s. Obviously, if North America kind of holds, if the buyers come back in, they could easily go to 4,300, which is just insane. We're basically doing $100 days in gold now, which is really, really indicative of big trend, but also massive blow off top eventually. I was doing a trading battle show yesterday, and I said I am perfectly convinced that there'll come a day where gold is going to do a $500 decline in a day. All right, 43 seconds on the clock. We actually have a legit long trade here, a white dot trade. Also, a pretty big move here, but 61 to 60, yes, 70. We're going to have to go a small size here. We're going to go a smaller size here, because this is like a $7 candle. We really need to give ourselves some space here. All right, join bid. Can we get it? Can we get it? No. Yep. I'm in on this. This is the stop over here. And 68, so I'm going to be at 66 as my secondary bid. And then move the stop over here. You can move the stop and well charts. You just need to grab it properly. Let me show you. Actually, somebody showed me a cool trick. Hang on a second. Let's and we're done. Okay, now we're gonna get rid of this, so there's no secondary stop, and now we're done. So on wealth charts, right? What did somebody teach me? If you go to indicators, no. Global chart settings, and you want to move trade indicators to the right. If you choose this, right, then all of your stops and targets will be floating over here, and you can move them very, very easily on the thing. I'm going to show in coaching a little bit more of how to optimize the wealth chart stuff. See, so I forgot if this thing never made it back up to 95s, right? It kind of just died. And Nasdaq is notorious for that, by the way. So two things I would really never do in Nasdaq: chase a really, really big candle, and trade Nasdaq, period. No, I'm just kidding. But Nasdaq is really, Nasdaq will break more hearts than Sydney Sweeney. We start trading usually 9 o'clock, but on news days we start at 8 o'clock. So today was kind of like a mini micro marathon. We're going to go for another, it's not even 10 yet. So we're definitely going to go to about 10:30. All right, so what's going on in NAS? NAS is positive bid, but now starting to reverse itself. Purple dot, we're going to get a red dot. We're going to go short on NAS. Nico, what is that? That's close. What is that? What are you referring to? Oh, Sydney Sweeney versus Nasdaq. Yeah. Who breaks more hearts? Oh my God, I got to show this to you. I know this is like, I got to find this. This is, oh my God, this is. Hold on, I think I have it here. I sent it to my marketing guy. All right, this is just too freaking funny. Okay, hold on. Yeah, let me see if I can show this to you guys. Okay, tell me that's not funny. I thought that was hilarious. Oops, let me move this off. What's going on over here? Drag a window to this one. Okay, nope, like that. There we go. Let's see what's going on in the news here. Kalshi is 40 days. Guys, I think this is a serious problem. I really do. I think the longer we go, this Doug loves that, right? Come on. That was fucking hilarious. I think it's a serious problem with the shutdown. I mean, this is no longer a joke. People are really going to get pissed, and people are really going to get hurt too. Okay, this is the hardest trade in the world to take. I'm gonna show you the hardest trade in the world to take. You see this? Let me just get rid of this. The settings, execution marks. Look what's going on. So a new trend slice, a green dot pulled away from the moving average. This is the hardest trade to take in the world, and we're going to take it. We're going to take this trade because I want to show this to you. If it holds, it's got to hold the green dot. Nope, no trade. Okay, so it wasn't a trade, but like that kind of a trade where it looks like it's so far away from the moving average, you absolutely want to sell it because you think it's overbought. It's actually the greatest buy trade. It's the pure momentum trade, right? When that happens, it's a really, really good setup. What's going on over here? Not much. Nasdaq is just churning and burning everybody in its wake. So I'm glad we're staying away from Nasdaq and not really doing much over here. No, it's true. I mean, I kind of agree, Calvin. It's getting freaking insane. You want to argue legislation, argue during legislative session, just pass the fucking bill so people, like you can't have soldiers not having their paychecks. You can't have TSA agents. I'm actually even I'm like starting to wonder if flying is going to be starting affected by I hope they're paying everybody at TSA and everybody at the airports because it's just total bullshit. All right. Anyways, what do I want to ask you? Oh, new people in the room. Say hello to me. Where are you guys coming from? Are you guys enjoying the dot trading? Are you having fun watching me scalp it out? Any questions you have for me, I'm happy. Do you want to get all my rules? Here's the download link. I'm just putting it again. Now, USA is not bankrupt. It's a big myth. You have to understand that you can't go bankrupt when you print your own money, okay? And you can't go bankrupt when you owe when your debts are owed to yourself. It's like it's a ridiculous notion. We have a lot of debt, but relative to the GDP that we have, it's not an inordinate amount. Yeah, you don't have a yearly shutdown drama. Yeah. You're from UK. Nice to see you, Martin. DeathX is from California. Are you from the Death Valley? Is that why your handle is DeathX? No, I'm just kidding. All the Cali people, props to you guys for getting up so early and trading. But it's a great thing. Like, you can trade with me before you go to work. Learn the dots, hit the spots, pass the prop, and make it pop. Death cross. Oh, I got it. Do you guys know what the golden cross is and what the death cross is? The golden cross in equities is 50 SMA crossing above 200. And okay, death, the farthest thing I am is cool, but thank you for the compliment. So 50 over 200, that's called the golden cross, and the death cross is going the other way. It's like the first sign of positive momentum or negative momentum that people really look at. Oh, nice big reversal in NAS. NAS basically getting rejected at this 25.1. We're looking for a red dot. That would be a reversal signal for us in NAS that we could possibly trade. Like that Sydney Sweeney Greta meme. I just had a really funny idea where you could do this, like, your account according to a YouTube guru, and then your trading account, your real trading account, as a mix. I think that would really resonate with people, right? Or your trading strategy according to YouTube guru, or your real, your trading strategy as it trades in real markets. Red dot coming up, 48 seconds left. Let's see if we got if this is gonna play for us. With the 14.14, I'm gonna join ask if this holds. $14, waiting to make sure that the red dot holds. 8-9 seconds. I'm going to join ask, see if we can get into the trade. It might run away from us. Let's see. No, we're in the trade. Okay, so here's my position, and we're done. And then see, so fast. That's what I love about it. First of all, I love wealth charts because they execute so fast. Secondly, this was a very small scalp. I actually should have had the. Oh, this is a 20. Yeah, this was a $5 scalp. It should have been a $10 scalp, but it's fine. Here's the other thing that's going on over here, by the way. Let me now the only problem with wealth charts, I have to get rid of the execution marks. But you can see on the if I go to, just to show you on TradingView, you see this is a rocket ship, trade, meaning that we pulled away from the moving average, and if the red dot stays, legit to the downside. It's got to stay though. If the red dot goes away, then obviously it's not a trade. But if we're closing on a red dot on the lows, that is a momentum down trade. This is not a good one, so I'm going to let it go. But you get the idea at how cool you can trade it. Oh, it's 45 seconds left, so it's still in play. I think, what do you go? It's global chart settings, turn history off. Okay, yeah. Now you can turn off nice and clean so you guys can see it. But it doesn't, it's not happening. Maybe the next one, we'll see. But this is a really good example of, oh no, it's starting to pick up speed. Good. 18 seconds left. It's a legit rocket fuel trade for us if it holds. You see how the high doesn't touch the moving average? Okay, let's see if we can get into it. All right, we're in the trade, and where am I? 44. Okay, I'm going to try and get blended out. Okay, I'm blended out again. The stop should be right over here, and we're all done. You see how fast I got done? I didn't have to worry about managing my targets because those automatically got executed. You see how fast I was? The momentum to the downside. Boom, boom, boom. Anybody follow me on that, or anybody understand what I did there, guys? Yes, no? Dave took it? Okay, SJ took it. Good for you guys. Did you guys repair it? Did you guys make bank on it? Good job. But it is this Nasdaq is very very spiky. So if you didn't have a short target, look how fast it goes against you. Now, occasionally you get a move that is huge. You get this initial candle and then it just drops another 30, 40 points against you. And if you're a positional trader, this creates a massively great trade. I just love this new setup as an addition to everything that we do. All right, let's rotate out to the next account, the 18 account, and let's see if we got anything there. We'll go to all the $25,000 accounts. SJ made bank. Good for you guys. I'm glad you guys all banked it out. Very, very nice. Let's see what gold shows us. Oh no, this is Nasdaq. I want to trade gold. Gold is quiet. Gold is doing nothing. Gold actually, this is the second time, by the way, guys, notice this. Let's go on a 5-minute chart. I think you can see this better. Maybe a 15-minute chart. I could have sworn this was, no? I thought this was this is the highs today? Oh, wow. We're at fresh highs. I thought the 70 was, I guess this was, wow. Oh. Yeah, 545. This was 50, 60. Really? I thought we hit 70 beforehand. Interesting. Looks like I'm going to be looking to see if we can get a red dot in gold for a short reversal here. Okay, let's see if we can make that play. $38 seconds left. Am I on the 26 account? Yeah, I'm on the 26 account. 19 seconds. See, it's really starting to reverse a little bit here. I'm gonna stay patient to the close, till about close of the candle. See if we can get in there. Ooh, we're really all right. We're in the trade. Ooh, wow, that went down fast. Let's see if it came back down. And we're done. And I'm done on the trade. So occasionally, when you see this big move, I was going to say this almost looks like a rocket fuel trade over here, but now it actually has a secondary signal for us. This rocket trade over here, which you could take, which we might be able to take if we want to. And it's clear that they hit the 70s and there's like a lot of liquidation going on over here now. What's a symbol for silver? Oh shit. Silver CME futures. SIL. Right? Silver futures. What's the symbol? What's it about? SIZ. SI. SI. SIZ. Silver December 25. And is it MIS? MIS? Let's see. I'm actually curious. MSIZ? No. Silver does not have a micro. So silver has like a its own weird thing. So it's SIL for silver. All right, not taking this trade, guys. Well, it actually would have worked, just because I got distracted with the silver thing. But that would have been an okay trade. Would have been short 62.9, easily come down to 60.9 here. So you definitely get a little bit of a move. You might even get a little bit more of a move to the downside. So you could see that the rocket fuel trade, either for a very short move or possibly for like the start of a larger move, is a really, really good one. What QI is, let me see. I honestly, guys, I've never traded silver. That's actually an interesting question. So what is QI? QI CME silver? No. Silver QI CME. Now, whatever, I'm going to let you look at the silver interest. It's just not anything I trade right now. QIZ, E-mini silver. What's the volume here? That's a very small volume. Look at the pathetic volume here. What about SI? Where's the volume? 64,000. That's the trade you want to trade. SIZ. So this rocket fuel trade was a little bit, not great, but a little bit. Had a little bit of a move. Now we're getting a white dot on gold. So possibly a trade here. Let's see what Nasdaq is. Nasdaq is doing nothing. It's really, really quiet. COMEX is part of CME. CME bought everything. My friend Sandy, they own the world. You're just part of it. Okay, big ass candle on gold, right? A really, really large one. So we're going to trade it with small size. Again, that's correct. SJ, correct, says big car. So we're going to trade this with small size. We're going to join bid if the white dots has, and we'll see if you get continuity, because this 71, the 70s, they're really, really challenging it. I mean, they start busting it, it's going to go higher. So 10, 11, I'm going to join bid. All right, I'm in the trade at 72, and I'm going to put another bid at around 70.3 right over here for a repair bid if I need one. Stay underneath here. So I think this is session high at around here. So obviously, it's really trying to see if it can break through that session high. That's what we're basically trading right now. Oh, wow, Sandy, look at this. This is really good quote from Sandy. Really important quote. Thank you. It's really interesting. And we're done on that, by the way. So I didn't have to do repair. That was good. I'm going to get out of this. And remember, I said I wanted to get that account to 700, and now we're at 734, right? You can move on to the 28 account. So Sandy's comment, how he likes my strategy of just making 100 moving on. And I think this is a really, really good trick. I'm going to talk about this a lot in coaching today. But yesterday, somebody said to me, a guy who I really respect, a really good crypto trader who I was interviewing, he said that the key to trading is to stay even keel. That you need to be in a trade where you're comfortable winning and comfortable losing. In other words, it's not so big that it makes you uncomfortable to be in the trade, not so small that you don't really care about it. And that, finding that middle ground and being centered is really important. And having this ability of like making 100, like Sandy made $800 today, but across 8 different accounts, I bet with a lot less pressure than if he had simply tried to make it all in one account. And that's the key. That's the key. So really, really good lesson from Sandy on all of this. All right, guys. We did a lot of trades today. What time is coaching? Coaching is 7 o'clock New York time. 7 o'clock New York time. Okay, 7 p.m. Always 7 p.m. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to get off the computer right now and do the coaching link and send it to everybody. If you guys want to join me for coaching, which gives you the access to the dots indicator and the ability to trade the way I do, this was a pretty good. Let's look at all the trades we did. Let's look at this. Let me see. Where am I? Change accounts. Let's do 26. I'm going to do the 26 account because I can show you all the trades I think this is a good idea for us to start reviewing the trades. Look at this: winner, winner, winner. This is long, long, short, long, right? This is this account. So that's the 26 account. Let's do another one. 25 account. That's the account that we were trading all day long. I mean, you see me: long, shorts, longs, longs, shorts over here, longs over here, and just, banging, 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 just trading the dots continuously. Really, really doing well. And all of these trades were done in the other account. And then if we look at wealth charts, you can see the same thing here. Not a lot of accounts, but let's go to 11. See, this one we resolved. Then if you go to 14, this one resolved, this one resolved, this one resolved. So literally every trade today was a winner, and all of it just by following the dots strategy. If you guys, again, if you want the dots, I'm going to put this in here for you to download the rules. Pretty simple. If you want the indicator, come join me in coaching. I wish you guys really good fortune the rest of the day. It's been it's been a good day for all of us. I'm actually going to put this back to my 28 account, maybe trade this a little bit later in the day. The beautiful thing is you can trade, especially with gold, you can trade it 24 hours a day. Just every 10, 15 minutes, we get a good signal. And as long as we use small targets, small stops, we are golden. We're banking every day. Yes, the access to the indicator is only for 6 months, but then if you wanted to upgrade to a lifetime package, it'll be available. Because you get the indicator and the coaching for 6 months, and then if you want to do like a lifetime upgrade, I will do this. Thanks, guys. Thanks again for everything. Everybody enjoy. Any issues, any questions, just email me, guys. I'll see you guys a little bit later. Thank you again. Everybody enjoy. Take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.